This is Pokemon Emerald, but severely scrambled. You already know, it's Pokemon Emerald Rogue, the randomized roguelike game where you personally progress through your own user-generated story. And at the end of each route, a gym leader. And even though it's Pokemon Emerald, we're all the way up to Gen 8, and we're playing on doubles. And after switching our starters and speaking to the randomizer guy, we get a Cubone and a Corsola. Kind of weak starts, but I'm not worried. And we smash through the first route, catching this Porygon and a Sock. We name him Sock. And our route leads to Nurse Joy at a full rest stop. And here, a familiar face finds us again. The randomizer offers us the trade of one Pokemon for $1,000 or all of us for free. I live life on the edge, and I made a horrible decision. These guys are not great. We got that dog in us with Smurgle and Lillipup, but to be honest, Stone Yorne is the only one that's really redeeming. We're still at the rest stop, so we buy what we can. We get a bunch of balls and a Blazikenite. We don't have a Blaziken, but you know, just for the future. And now we face the first gym leader. It's Winoa, the flying type. Luckily we got Stone Jorny, but Makuhita was immediately taken out. She was free, but I feel sad that I lost my guy. So we head to the casino where the randomizer meets us again. We have two choices, left or right. One ball is good and one's bad. I do the first one and sleep my Smurgle. I do the other one and sleep my Stone. And on the last one, I traded my Bug, but it was the best thing that could have happened because what I got was a Bellsprout. Insane trade, actually. At the next route, we run through a snowy volcano and encounter a Torchic. Luckily, we just so happen to have that Blazikenite. I spelled his name wrong. But fighters are definitely needed because now we're at the strong trainer. And it's Wally. Luckily, we're higher level than him, but he takes out my Bellsprout. I want to say that was the only sacrifice he got, but my big rock crumbled as well. Everyone else is pretty free and we evolved Torchic. This was not worth it. As a silver lining, he gives us Flamethrower though, immediately throwing that on the chicken. And Smurgle, because I didn't realize he could learn that. But we're immediately at the next leader, and it's Roxanne, the rock type. Not so good typing for us, so Blackfoot's got fighting type moves. And Herder held his own, so Roxanne wasn't too bad. Second badge is ours. And on the horizon, a legendary. We speed past this route, picking up a Panport from the ocean, and this ice cream just to fill up our team. We named him Froyo. I didn't want to spend too much longer here, because I'm at the legendary. And Zergy. This is the first time I've ever seen this guy in my life. And he looks kind of sick. Luckily, I picked up some Ultra Rolls earlier, because he was not that hard to catch. And Killua was ours. And Herder grows a mustache. And the next leaders, Tate and Liza, are no match. Froyo and Dogwater swipe through everyone. And we pick up our third badge pretty easily. We run through the forest, evolving our Combuskin, and head to the casino, where we get $10,000 and a little stronger. And I almost forgot that Blazikenite was a held item, and I had to give it to him. And head to the gym. Before we stop by, we head to this lady who level caps our Pokemon. It's 45, and I'm 37 right now, so I gotta beef up. And I get the chance to see my Mega Evolution. So clean. But the leader is Juan, the water type leader, so we gotta switch him out. Luckily, Killua was electric and really fast. With Styline tanking everything, it was a clean swipe. My fourth badge, all mine. And we have the choice of two legendaries this time. One on top and one straight down the middle. I end up going for the one on top. And on the route I go towards, I find this Toxtricity. I don't know how to say the name, but I catch it. I end up switching him out for my Smurgle. And I got the Z-Stone for poison move, so I gave it to him. I name him Grimace. After a little more running around, I also find this Arctozool. I switch him out for my big dog. No longer got that dog in me. The God NL show us the way forward. I try to speed run to the next route to get the legendaries, but I get stopped by this trainer. This little girl hiding off screen. And she was actually really tough. Took out my Grimace and nearly slain Killua. Luckily, I switched him out and Dogwater dealt with him. That was a little too close. But now we have room for the legendary. And it's Tapu Koko. First time seeing this guy too. He took a while, so we used a timer ball. We named him Goku. And it's Norman, the normal type leader. Like we had the Mega Evolved Blackfoot. And his fighting type moves are perfect for these normal scrubs. And Killua was faster than everyone, so landing the finishing blow was not a problem. These leaders are not even close to a challenge. We see the casino, but we ignore it this time. And go for this strong Pokemon in Grassy Patch. Kind of underwhelming. It was just a Geodude. We didn't waste any time and immediately ran. And arrived at the more riskier prize. The strong trainer. And this time, it's Team Magma's Maxie. I have faith in my front runners, and they proved me right. Easily swiping through everyone. And Maxie gives us a choice. Lycanium Z or Necrosium Z. I don't know what either of these items do, to be honest. Kinda lame. It wasn't really worth the risk. I head to a rest stop and heal up and face Watson, the electric type leader, who could be a bit of a problem, but I outsped everyone. Really, no one even had a chance to get a move in. It's kind of embarrassing. And I beat the old man for his badge and ran away to the casino. We lost $100 and we got weaker twice, so it wasn't really worth it. But I buy a ton of leftovers and other held items because now we're at Brawly, the fighting type leader, and he was not a problem either. I had to switch out Blackfoot at some point, but NL and Killua with the power, electricity, and speed just swipe through everyone. And on this next route, we see yet another legendary, but we gotta go through Victory Road again. And again, these children off screen, they keep sneaking up on me. And in the wild, I find a Dragonite. I think it's time to switch out Dogwater. Shenron's here to grant our wish of victory, and we head to the legendary. And it's Dialga. Catching this guy would mean definite carry and easy win. I immediately one-shot it. Kind of unfortunate, and I cried a little bit on the inside, but victory is on the outside, and I push forward. We head to the market, and we find the randomizer guy again. I definitely don't want to do my whole team, especially with the chicken on Blazikenite, so we settle for one and switch out NL. And we get a meta tank. Actually not a bad trade. We had too many electro types anyway. While I'm at the market, I sell all my items and max out on full restores. Because now we're at the 8th and final gym leader. It's Flannery, the fire type. And the heat was way too much for Goku. Immediately got taken out. Blackfoot helped a little bit, but was not enough. I had to switch him out for Killua. And I may or may not have actually hit my own guy. Shenron grants his wishes in mysterious ways. Killua, you will be missed. Blackfoot and Shenron clear everyone out. Take our 8th badge from run. On the next route, catches Elephant. After the choice of 2 legendaries again. Up or down. And again, I'm going up. Where I find and face Lugia, the god of the birds. I need this catch. Luckily, I had Hannibal to whittle him down, and the classic Pokeball was all I needed. And with this team, I faced the first of the Elite Four. It's Glacia. She's got a Beartic and Obama Snow. Luckily, I had the Fire-type Blackfoot, and everyone was pretty one-shottable. The big boys cleaned house, and the first Elite badge is mine. We've got a full team, but there's another legendary on our horizon, and it's the Sun Cat. And we fight him for a little bit, but he teleports away. He did not want to be on my team. Maybe he knew what was coming. I ignore the bad omen and head to the next of the Elite Four, and it's Drake, the Dragon-type guy. Every time I get to Elite Four, this guy always takes me out. But now it's different. I've got Froyo. Drake's dragons were no match for the frozen Froyo and the fiery foot. How the mighty have fallen. And reluctantly, Drake finally gave us his Elite Four badge. There wasn't too much to do before the next guy. BB, the 3rd Elite Four member. And she's got this lollipop guy from Adventure Time. What is this? It wasn't too much of a problem, especially with Mega Evolved Metagross. We got a stone from the last rest stop, and he's performing exactly how I'd like. Mega Armed Metagross. We had to use a lot of full restores, and I eventually switched him out for Luigi. I should have switched out Blackfoot, and he unfortunately got taken out. The Blaziken couldn't see it through the end. I switched in Lugia for Hannibal, but that was a mistake too. And we had Shenron come in to avenge him. It's been a while since we've had a catastrophe like this. We've got to go to this next route to catch some people. We catch a Munna and name it Filler, and this Bruxish to name it Filler 2, just to get some people in my team. Because now we're at the legendary, and it's a Lunala. Filler 2 was immediately taken out, and Filler 1 almost followed suit, but switched him out for Froyo. And Lugia almost took out my whole team, to be honest. Even getting Metagross to Red Bar, it was looking pretty lost, but I got super lucky and named him Lucky. And now the 4th Elite Four member. It's Sydney, Mohawk guy. Metagross carried us through, basically one-shotting everyone. There was a moment where it was kind of close with his Pangoro and Raticate, but buying those heals were worth it because we got the 4th Elite Four badge. All 8 gyms and all Elite Four members. We do stop by a legendary, but it was just a Meltan. I one-shot and move on. And now we're facing the champion. It's Wallace, and he's got a lot of water type. Luckily, I taught my Metagross Thunder Punch, but even with his Mega Evolution, he wasn't able to one-shot everyone. But Shenron was able to grant our wish, and finishing the job was no problem for him. With no issues, we got the champion's badge. All Elite Four members plus the champion. This team is too good. We have one more trainer to face. The world Pokemon champion, Steven. And this guy's got legendaries. A Melmetal, which I just ignored, took out my Shenron. Came back for vengeance. Luckily, we had Lucky. And the Mega Evolved Metagross. Even though he's got guys like Hoopa and Heatran, Lucky's Moongus Beam cleared them from existence. And finally, we beat Pokemon Emerald Rogue. Our final team, the Mega Evolved Metagross, the Vanillux Froyo, Luigi Lugia, the Filler Munna, and of course, the Lucky Lunala. We had the Shenron Dragon, but he was taken out. He will be remembered, but here it is. The Hall of Fame, the victory, the league champion. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you all for 100,000 followers. The end. Pokemon Emerald Rogue 10.